P is for patience. We are going to do a very, very, very quick study. Adobo, what's happening? What's happening? All right. So, first things first, anatomy, physiology. What's up, man? Anatomy, study of the human body structures. Physiology, study of the functions. Okay. Anatomy is what it is, right? So, this is my hand, these are my fingers. Physiology is what they do, right? My fingers fold like this. Reno, what's happening, man? Good morning. Chilling. Cells, basic units of all living things, from bacteria to plants to animals, including human beings. All right. Basic structure of the cell. Top of the morning. Top of the morning to you, sir. Cells are all living things composed of a substance called protoplasm, colorless jelly-like substance found inside cells, which food elements such as proteins, fats, carbs, mineral salts, water are present. Okay. You got the nucleus. The nucleus is the dense, active protoplasm found in the center of the cell. And the cytoplasm is the watery fluid that surrounds the nucleus of the cell and is needed for growth, reproduction, and self-repair. All right. Last but not least, cell membrane is the cell wall. It encloses the protoplasm, permits soluble substances to enter and leave the cell. Let's talk about tissue real quick. Tissue, collection of similar cells that perform a particular function. All right, there's 4 types of tissue in the body. You got connective tissue, you got epithelial tissue, muscle tissue, and nerve tissue. Okay, with the connective tissue, you have adipose tissue, which is a technical term for fat. All right, adipose tissue gives smoothness and contour to the body. It is within the connective tissue. All right. Next, you got organs. Organs are structures composed of specialized tissues designed to perform certain functions in plants and animals. All right. Body systems are also known as systems. They are groups of body organs acting together to perform one or more functions. Okay. There you go. What's up, man?
What's up?
Good morning. Good morning. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the skeletal system. Skeletal system forms the physical foundation of the body. It is composed of 206 bones that vary in size and shape, and they are connected by movable and immovable joints. The more pertinent ones, we're going to talk about the bones of the skull. The skull is the skeleton of the head and is divided into 2 parts. You have the cranium, you have the facial skeleton. Somebody always call when I try to go live. Every single time. Every single time. Like they know it. Like I'm right when I get to the new information. Oh, we're gonna call them. I think they be watching my live. I think them the people that be watching my live. The people who want to. I believe it. I think so. Right. Right. You got bones. Right. Bones of the skull. Let's do it again. You got the cranium, an oval bony case that protects the brain. And then you have the facial skeleton. It is the framework of the face that is composed of 14 bones. Okay. Now, come on, Instagram. Don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. Come on, IG. Work with me. All right. So you got 8 bones of the cranium. You have the occipital bone, parietal bone, frontal bone, temporal bone, ethmoid bone, sphenoid bone. Okay. That's 7, ain't it? Hell, that's 6, ain't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, what am I tripping? What's up? Why am I tripping? Okay, this is what they got in the book. They tripping. Hey, good morning. She happy to be here. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, bones of the cranium, occipital bone, parietal, frontal, temporal, ethmoid, sphenoid. Occipital bone is back here, right? It is the hindmost bone of the skull below the parietal bones. Parietal bones form the sides and top of the cranium. It's 2 parietal bones. Frontal bone forms the forehead. Temporal bones that form the sides of the head in the ear region. There are 2 temporal bones. Ethmoid bone, light spongy bone between the eye sockets. It forms part of the nasal cavities. And the sphenoid bone joins all the bones of the cranium together. All right. The ethmoid and sphenoid bones are not affected when performing services or giving a massage. Okay. What else we got? Bones of the face, 14 bones of the face. But the ones we're about to talk about are the most involved in the practice of barbering. You got the nasal, lacrimal, zygomatic, maxilla, and the mandible. All right. Nasal bones form the bridge of the nose. Lacrimal bones, small thin bones located at the front inner wall of the orbits or the eye sockets. It's 2 of those. Zygomatic, also known as malar bones or cheekbones, form the prominence of the cheeks. There are 2 zygomatic bones. Maxillae, bones of the upper jaw. There are 2 maxillae. And the mandible is the lower jawbone, the largest and strongest bone of the face. And that's a lot of times where I do my shape ups for my beard. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Come on, IG. Y'all killing me. Why y'all acting crazy? All right. So yeah, the mandible, right? Lower jawbone. A lot of times when you have hair going along here, I like to call that, we like to call that in the industry the chin strap. I like to shape along that bone. I actually use that bone versus the beard itself. So sometimes a lot of people will curve up right here. I will follow the bone all the way back here and line it up so it's more square like. What else we got? Don't need that. Bones of the chest, shoulder, back. Don't need that. Bones of the shoulder, arm, and hand. You don't really need that. I don't remember. Maybe the hand. I can't remember if they asked about that in the test. I don't think so though. So we're gonna skip that. I have seen a question about myology though. So let's talk about that. The muscular system covers, shapes, and supports the skeleton. Its function is to help produce movement within the body. Myology is the study of the structure, functioning, and diseases of the muscles. I remember that being a test question. What is myology? What else? Muscle structure. When a muscle contracts and shortens, one of its attachments usually remains fixed and the other one moves. A muscle has 3 parts: origin, belly, insertion. Origin, the part of the muscle that does not move and is attached closest to the skeleton. The belly is the middle part of the muscle, and the insertion is the part of the muscle that moves and is farthest from the skeleton. And that's where we're going to stop. That is our quick study for this morning. I will be ready for some long study in a short while. Okay. When I get to the school, I'm actually at the shop right now. So I will see y'all very, very soon. I'm your instructor, Pierre Hui, aka Mr. P. The P is for patience. If you know anybody trying to get started in barbering, before I leave this video, tell them to check out my barber starter pack. It's still 30% off. It's going to be 30% off until January the 1st. The link is in my bio. Everything you need to know to start your career in barbering. I didn't say become an expert. I said start. You'll be able to do 2 haircuts and able to do a shape up, okay, from start to finish. All of that will be in the pack. All right. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. And